Namaste. We are presenting Read Jnaneshwari along with me from Tivoli, from this Piazza de Este. We are reading chapter 8. That knowledge which is said, which is end of all knowledges, which is mind of such knowledge, which is called indestructible by expert knowers. The sky which is not broken by strong wind is the real sky. If sky was just collection of clouds, how will it stand against strong wind? That which is known by knowledge, it is recorded as it is known. That which is not known is called unknowable. So experts in Vedic knowledge say that which is indestructible, which is beyond the creative force, that supreme self, by abandoning all desires like a poison, after purifying organs by atonement, who are thus ready with the body, who are so detached and are awaiting for that forever, which is always so dear to desireless. Their love for this makes them follow difficult ways, like celibacy. They become hard-headed and neglect demands of organs. The place which is difficult to reach and difficult to understand. Even Vedas are unable to understand that. Those who die like this, they become that supreme soul. Say Arjun, I shall tell you that once more. Then Arjun said, Sir, I was about to ask same, but you have already touched the subject. So please explain that. But whatever you shall say, tell it in easy language. On this, Sri Krishna said, I know your mind. I shall tell in short. Listen. This mind has a habit to wander out. Control that and concentrate on what I say in the depths of your heart. But this only happens when doors of self-control are fixed in all entrances of the body, that is, all organs of the body. Then a man with broken hands and legs never leaves the house. Like him, the restrained mind stays quiet at its place. Arjun, when mind is thus stable, make breath take the form of Omkar and bring it to the Murdhni sky by way of Sushupna. This is an energy trapped in spinal cord. In that space where breath dissolves, hold it there by contemplation as long as three vowels A, U and M are not dissolved into a half dot. Till then, steady the breath there in Murdhni sky. That time it shines like half moon, like Omkar, which is formed when three vowels get dissolved into half dot. Then, remembering Om starts. The breath also stops here. What remains at the end of Om is the solid, sovereign, supreme soul. So, that which bears Om as one of its names, which is Supreme Spirit engulfed in one letter, that is my sovereign state. While remembering this, whoever abandons his body, he who has nothing else to get, gets to me. Here, Arjun, you might think and will have doubt that you may forget this. How can you remember this at the time of death? Because when organs are unable to perform their functions, the signs of life have disappeared. The states of life are thus inside and outside. At that time, how can you sit in yogi posture? How can you control breath? How can you remember Om? If you have doubts like this in your mind, understand who worships me always, I become his servant at the time of death. Thank you very much for listening. We'll stop here. We'll meet you at next session of Read Jnaneshwari along with me. Namaste.